And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, rock cod Rick Maxa, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and Rock Cod Rick Maxa.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. I'm Pete Gray with Rock Cod Rick Maxa. We're not in the Mighty 1090 studios. We're at North County Ford in Vista, just off Highway 78 at Vista Village Drive in beautiful Vista here. Loaded with Ford cars and trucks and loaded with great listeners here this morning already. We're doing our live San Diego County Ford remote broadcast today with the Cassman, Richard Castaneda from Cass Tours. Going to be a great show. Come on down. Easy to find right off the 78 freeway in Vista at Vista Village Drive, North County Ford. Come on down. Join in the fun. This is Let's Talk Hookup, Southern California's sport fishing voice on the Mighty 1090. The bluefin are abundant this year, but getting them to bite is another story. But if you're willing to chase them, there's an opportunity to land the catch of a lifetime. Now, getting the deal of a lifetime on a new Ford is much less effort because the gigantic summer sales event is going on now at your San Diego County Ford dealer. Choose from a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs and save big on interest charges with 0 APR long-term financing. On top of that, your Ford dealer will give you an additional bonus for your qualified trade. This special offer is available to anyone who gets approved through Ford Motor Credit. You'll also find great deals on new Ford Super Duty, Motor Trend Magazine's 2017 Truck of the Year. So why chase deals all over town when you can land the deal of a lifetime on the new Ford, car, truck, or SUV you've always wanted during the Ford Summer Sales Event? Stop by any San Diego County Ford dealer today. They'll be glad to hook you up. Learn more at buyfordnow.com.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
Rancho Leonero is very family-oriented. People have brought their children down, and now they're bringing their children. It's not unusual to have 3 generations of family at the hotel. Grandpa, Dad, and normally sons, sometimes daughters. The families come back year after year, and it's a safe place for the kids. It's small, it's intimate, right on the water, 2 miles of beachfront. The water's very shallow in front. There's no currents to speak of, no waves. We have child care, $10 a day for a babysitter. Security is high at Rancho Leonero. It's really unnecessary, but it adds up comfort level. And we really do encourage the families. It's a great place for family reunions, family get-togethers, weddings. We do it all. 1-800-646-2252, 646-BAJA. And RanchoLeonero.com. There's nowhere that I could think of to have the same atmosphere and the same experience that you get at Rancho Leonero. We love families.
Great boats, free parking, and a fully stocked tackle shop. Just a few of the reasons Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top charter boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Eclipse, Apollo, Outer Limits, Pacific Star, El Gato Dos, Alexis, Pride, Privateer, Tribute, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth Sea Watch in San Diego offer the finest half, 3/4, and full-day trips available. Check out the full-service tackle store at Seaforth Sport Fishing. And it's all run by fishermen for fishermen. 1717 Quivira Road, just off Mission Bay Drive in Mission Bay. Book online at seaforthlanding.com. A few years ago, Shimano introduced the Tranx 500 reel, and it changed the way we cast for big fish. Now, by popular demand, Shimano has created 2 new sizes. Introducing the Tranx 300 and 400. Available now at your local Shimano dealer. Tranx is the dream reel for throwing big baits and catching big fish. X-Ship and HEG technologies combine to provide massive cranking power with a smooth, effortless retrieve. Plus, Shimano's new Core Protect water-resistant technology provides long-lasting durability in the harshest environment. The new Tranx 300 and 400 are available in 2 gear ratios and 2 different handle designs to cover all fresh and saltwater applications. See the new Tranx 300 and 400 at your local Shimano dealer. Tranx, it's not just a new reel, it's a way to fish. Check Shimano.com for all the details.
welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. As Pete said, we're live here at beautiful North County 4. There's a full row of killer-looking F-150s right in front of us, and a great crowd, and a great casting contest already going on. It is going to be a fun show today.
Steve came all the way down from L.A. He's the first guy up on a casting contest there, ready to roll here. Got a great crowd here. A beautiful location, easy to find, North County Ford in Vista, just at Vista Village Drive, just off the 78 freeway in Vista, close to everywhere.
Yeah.
L.A., Orange County, San Diego, Carlsbad, Oceanside. We're right here.
Yeah, easy.
We're right here.
Easy.
It was easy for you to get here, Cassman, right?
1 hour.
Yeah.
1 hour.
All the way from where?
Orange County.
Orange County.
Yeah, right around Fullerton and Brea. But, yeah, it was 1 hour exactly.
Easy. So what's been going on in the Cassman world?
Well, you know, after you jumped on us about our website, I had the girls, they put a new website together. It's still in the work in progress, but it looks pretty good, and things are happening there. And, of course, getting ready to head up for my Oregon fix and do some albacore fishing up there. They're
very nice.
Starting to happen, and looks like I'm going to hit it about the right time, and, of course, play a lot of golf. And then I come back in November, and we go down for our annual Big Fish Roundup. I'm sorry, not the Big Fish Roundup, but our Wahoo Rumble at San Jose del Cabo. We've got about 45, 46 people on that trip.
Nice.
And, we're going to make it a tournament this year, which we haven't done before.
Oh,
okay. Cool.
Boy, fishing's on fire in southern Baja, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the tuna, especially up there at the Iman and Vinorama area, they're getting some 90, 100, and even some bigger fish. The problem is they're fishing them real light line. They're really line shy right now, so they're fishing them on 30.
Oh, wow.
So they're losing a lot of fish, and but some of the guys are bringing, catching some 90, 100-pound fish, and there's some, like I said, bigger fish have been broken off. But, yeah, it's on fire.
Yeah, it's good to come. And, you know, that El Nino went away, although you wouldn't tell by the local water temperature here.
75 degrees.
Yeah,
crazy.
Unbelievable. Dorado all over the place, and or as John Yellen would say, Dorado like vermin around here. And just fantastic local fishing. But down there, it's just been on fire. Spring. I talked to John yesterday about the fishing down south there. He just said it's really, really good right now.
Yeah, you know, those two, I don't know what it is about the Iman Bank there.
Yeah.
But they hold tuna just about year-round.
That's cool. What is that?
There's something that keeps them there. I have no idea, but it's...
Seiners can't really get in there, and,
so
it's good. So now you are famous for cast tours, you and the ladies that basically run the show. You just do all the field research.
I have now, I'm mostly doing the groups now, you know, when we taking the groups to either Panama or Christmas Island or down into the Baja. So I'm doing about 6, 7, 8 group trips a year. Plus, I'm still doing some bookings on the phones, but the girls are doing the majority of it.
Yeah.
The girls are famous. Cassman's infamous.
Yeah, that's a better way. And Cassman's been taking us to so many great destinations. Panama. You just came back from Panama.
Yeah, going down to our what I call Panama on a budget. It's our intro to Panama. I mean, for $1,400, 8 days, 7 nights, meals, 4 days panga fishing, and add airfare to that, so you're under $2,000. But it's a good introduction to Panama. You get to see the canal and do some of the touring down there. And had a lot of tuna this year, but they were small. You know, porpoise were right out 2-3 miles off the beach, and just follow the porpoise, and you know, you're getting all the school size tuna. Yeah, just nothing big right this year.
That's fun.
But it kept everybody occupied. It's, you know, like I say, people after 2 or 3 hours. Is there anything else we can do?
What are some of the other popular trips that you do?
Of course, Christmas Island.
Yeah, what a great place.
Yeah, and then our Pesca Panama trip, which is, you know, really puts us on the big fish there.
You bet. We're going down in April.
Right.
Are there any spots? No. Sold out?
Yeah, sold out. Last spot week before last. So,
okay.
Yeah, so we're full there. Then we got Lake El Salto in February, which I still have one spot available.
Oh, really? One
spot.
Still?
One spot.
That is such a cool trip.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, but then, like I said, then we do our Baja trips. Actually, I'm going to go down the end of this month and fish that one-day Wahoo tournament at Palmas.
Oh, right. The Palmas de Cortez
you know
Wahoo
me.
Wahoo
I've got the Wahoo lures.
Shootout, yeah.
So proven and tested.
The secret lures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that'll be great. And that's kind of their new tournament this year.
Yeah.
And the Dorado Shootout, was a huge success.
Yeah, compared to the last 2 years.
Yeah. They had a lot of big fish.
Yeah, well, look, what, the last 2 years, 11-pounder won it?
Yeah.
This year was a 62-pounder or something
like
crazy.
that.
Yeah, 62,
It beat out a 59-pounder. Yeah.
Most boats they've ever had in the tournament. That's a really cool event.
Yeah, it's a great event. And the Wahoo tournament.
Yeah.
Because there's real Wahoo. I mean, you could actually target Wahoo down there.
Should be good Wahoo. Like
Yeah.
I said, I know the area. I got the lures.
Make it happen, Cass.
I'm giving myself probably, at the odds, I'd say probably
1 in 3.
I'd say that.
Yeah, taking the whole thing down.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, well, good luck, Cassman. Well, we're live here at North County Ford in Vista, just off the 78 freeway at Vista Village Drive in Vista. And Brad, is it Fight?
It is.
Yeah,
is
joining us representing North County Ford. And welcome, Brad.
Hey, good to have you, Brad.
Yeah, thank you for having us and hosting us, doing such a great job. Your guys have been very accommodating this morning. Chairs and Cowboys got the donuts and cookies over there, and it's a great spot. The weather's perfect right now, so thank you for having us here. So you handed me, first when I met you, you handed me a book called Life After Death, A Survivor's Story. Why don't you tell us your story and how you ended up here at North County Ford?
Yeah, so I spent the last 7 years of my life in the United States Marine Corps. We are central to a very big military population down here, especially in North County, reaching down to San Diego. You got the Naval Base Coronado, you got Miramar down there, you got Pendleton, you got the Army Reserve Base attached to Pendleton. I mean, this is military central right here.
Indeed.
When I spent my career in the military, I remember the first time I went and bought a car, and I remember it being one of, hands down, the worst experiences of my life. It was not good. And then I became a little bit more senior in the military, and then I had my young Marines going out and buying cars, and they were getting taken advantage of, and they didn't have the education or the knowledge on how to properly go to a dealership and buy a car. And a lot of it's just walk in and just buy whatever and walk away, and then you're stuck for the next 7 years in a payment you can't afford at a rate that you didn't deserve. And so on my get my car, end up putting in storage, and I push out on a deployment in 2010. I go to southern Afghanistan. We pushed into a sector of Afghanistan called Helmand Province, and particularly this place called Marja. The Battle of Marja was critical in the war on terrorism, and it was kind of known as the Taliban's last stronghold. We had pushed them south, we had pushed them south, we had pushed them south until they got to this village of Marja, which was kind of became their headquarters. My team pushed into Marja at the beginning of 2010, and I was a machine gunner. I was a .50 caliber machine gunner specifically. And so I was a turret gunner when we were mounted, so I was the guy that stood outside the roof and manned the machine gun when we were on our mounted patrols, and when we were walking, we were on foot. I had the squad automatic machine gun, the SAW 249. So on July 20th, 2010, we push out on an operation, and I was in my turret. I had got everything ready. We spent the first about 6 hours of the day. Everything was good. It was about 130 degrees outside. I was baking in that roof. And for all of you here watching this live, you can tell I am the kind of man that burns easily.
Red hair.
I have red hair, fair skin, even though you kind of can't see the skin as much anymore. But I burn easily. And I grew up in Detroit.
Yeah.
Imagine this, growing up in Detroit, Michigan. So we push out. First about 6 hours are going great. It's a good time. We halt. We finish up what we need to do. We get ready to head back to our home base. And one of my best pals, he was our dismount Marine. So if anything were to happen on the patrol, he was the guy that got out to make sure everything's clear, everything's good. Before he was in the Marines, he was a paramedic. So he was a good guy to have in the last vehicle. Our corpsman, our medical guy, was in the second vehicle, so if anything happened behind us and we needed a halt, he was a great guy to get out and take advantage of that situation. As we're pushing out, our wheels are moving. We're in a 13-ton MRAP, big up-armored vehicle, and I get this hit on my leg. And he said, hey, let's switch spots. Let me take the roof on the way home. Take the machine gun. You sit back here. I said, no, I'm already strapped in. I was wearing a harness. I was to the floor of the MRAP. And I said, no, I got it. We're strapped in. We're literally pushing out. And it hits me again. I said, hey, no, let's switch it up. Let me take it on the way home. I've been sitting back here. I'm dying, dude. Let me get some action. Let me get up top. See, I got it. We're good. Third time, he hits me again. He said, hey, we're switching spots. We call it in. Call into the front vehicle. Hey, Fight Vargas, they're switching spots on the way home. We switch. The next thing I know, it's about 2.5 weeks later, I'm waking up in Germany out of a coma.
Wow.
And we had rolled over a 310-pound roadside IED, a bomb. And Julio was killed instantly in the turret. And I was left critically wounded in the back of my MRAP.
Wow.
Bottom half of my spine through my stomach, top half of my spine through my lung, rib fractures, legs, shoulders, head to toe injuries. And I wake up in Launchstuhl, Germany, not knowing anything that was going on, completely unaware. But I'm told that I'm going to be paralyzed. I had complete spinal fractures, and legs aren't going to work anymore. All this kind of stuff's going on. I'm terrified. I'm confused. I have no idea what's happening. And spoiler alert, again, for you listening live, these are my legs. I am walking. Things are good. But I ended up going through about the next 5 years in this very strange transition. I lost my career. I didn't lose my career, but I got retired. To me, that was losing my career. I had every intention of being a United States Marine the rest of my life, making a career out of that. I had no desire to do anything else. I didn't know how to do anything else. How do you take knowing everything there is to know about a machine gun and then get out and enter civilian life and transfer that into corporate America?
Yeah.
How do you take being a combat operational Marine and go into car sales? Who would do that? And so I go through about the next 5 years in this really strange transition, not knowing what to do, where to go, how to operate in life. And unfortunately, like many other veterans, I fell into alcohol dependency, substance abuse, drug abuse, and ended up getting clean and sober in 2014 and started making my transition into, okay, I have to figure something out. I need to figure out where my life is going to go and how I fit into this new world. And just 8 months ago, I started here. And I came here to get rid of my truck, and I feel like I got tricked into getting a job. And I came here. I was driving a lot. I was spending like $2,500 a month in gas, and I was going from here to West Hollywood every single day.
Oh my!
And I came here because I know the owner, and I went to get rid of my truck. I said, Scott, I got to get rid of my truck. This thing's destroying me. Put me in a hybrid. I know I don't look like the type of person that necessarily would drive a hybrid. But I was like, I got to get into something. He said, you know what? Here's the deal. Keep your truck. How about, instead of me taking your truck, getting you into a hybrid, how about you just work here? This place is 10 minutes from your house. How about you just start here? Absolutely not. There's no way. Can't do it. I can't sell anything. I have no idea what sales is. There's no way I can do this. Thank you for the offer, but take my truck.
This is Scott Crowley, who's the owner.
This is Scott Crowley, who owns this place.
Yeah.
And I end up coming back the next day, and I was like, you know what? What does this mean? What does this involve? And I went back to my first experience buying a car. And I got a truck because I needed a truck. I wanted a truck. And my salesman, unfortunately, I didn't buy from here, so everybody knows, did not come from North County Ford. And I felt like I had taken advantage of. I felt like I was nothing more than a number on a board to this guy selling me the truck. And as soon as I bought the car, it was like I was just dead to the dealership.
Wow.
And it was horrible.
Yeah.
And
so you started the military program here at North County Ford.
I did. And when I started here, I said, you know what? I have no idea how to do this, but I know exactly how not to do this. Mm-hmm. And what I started to realize is that the Marine Corps taught me instinctively how to be a problem solver. And there is a problem with dealerships and military, and a lot of times there's a target on these guys' backs. And so when I walked into this dealership and I started working here and I started seeing all these military guys coming in, we saw what a market and these guys need from us. And so it became my job to step in and say, how can we best take care of you?
So that's where the MAP on your shirt, the military advocacy
So the MAP,
program?
the MAP program, is the military advocacy program. And what our job here is to be the advocacy between the dealership and the banks, making sure that these guys are getting the best price points possible and the best rates available.
Now Ford has some pretty amazing programs right now too, right?
They do, absolutely.
1.9% financing, is that right?
You can even get 0 if you want it.
0. Wow, pretty amazing. And that's for military people as well as just a plain old guy like myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's on Ford's cars and trucks and stuff like that. So you kind of take the military guys by the hand and say, hey, let me help you out here and to get you the best possible program.
Well, and it's not only helping, but it's educating.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's letting them know, hey, here is not only you buying a car, but here's how to do it. Let me walk beside you and walk you through this process that can be extremely overwhelming.
Yeah.
And intimidating, and to be able to walk in and sit them down and say, listen, like you guys are my family. You are my brotherhood. Yeah. Let me not only sell you a car, but let me teach you the proper way to buy a car so that you can go back to your battalions and say, hey, this is how you do it.
How's it working?
Very well.
Good. That's fantastic.
Awesome.
And this for active military as well as veterans?
This is for active military, retired military. We do work retired police force, active duty cops.
Cassman, you're in there.
All that kind of
If
stuff.
you know me for a deal, I'm always there.
For sure.
You would walk in, come straight to me, and I take care of you.
Yeah, and you wrote a book that we're actually going to give a copy away today. Tell us about the book.
This is my story, Life After Death, a survivor story. After I got clean and sober, I realized real quick that I had no body in my life. I had nothing in my life, and the only thing I did is I went to this coffee shop, and my release was my words. And I ended up journaling, and my high school English teacher ended up leaving the high school and working for Amazon's self-publishing site, and she wrote me on Facebook and just checking in and said, hey, I'm actually writing. She said, oh, cool, send me something. And then she sent it back to me all formatted, and she said, don't stop writing, you have a book here. I was like, no.
Fantastic.
That's really
cool.
So
you can actually get it on Amazon.
Yeah, that's available on Amazon.
Yeah.
I ended up doing a national book tour on that.
Life After Death, a survivor story by Brad C. Fife.
Ended up doing a Larry King interview with that, and went all across America touring with that. And so every one of my customers gets a copy of that book. Really? And I always make sure and tell them, hey, it's not a $50,000 truck. It's a $50,000 book. The truck is free. So
that's cool, Brad.
Know that your money is being spent wisely.
Very good. Well, as you can hear, we have a great show to hear with the Cassman and Brad here at North County Ford and Vista. A lot going on.
You're not kidding, man. And so much to talk about. So much great fishing going on right now. So much great stuff going in the world of North County Ford. We're going to have a lot of fun today, and we're going to be talking some fishing, and we want to talk to you. If you want to be a part of Let's Talk Hookup this morning, the best thing to do is just come down and join us here at North County Ford. It's a great time. So much great stuff given away. So much fun prizes. It's the best thing to do, and it's so easy to get here to North County Ford, just off of Vista Village. Like you said, Pete, it's central to everything. So a really, really cool opportunity. And if you want to give us a call this morning, we want to hear from you. There's 2 ways that you can reach us here on Let's Talk Hookup. And first is with our local line, which is 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090. That's our local number. Or get us toll-free. That toll-free number is 877-792-1090. One more time, 877-792-1090. And, man, do we have some cool prizes to be giving away today.
Yeah.
So much cool stuff. So, again, if you call us on the phones this morning, 877-792-1090, we're giving away a half-day fishing trip for 2 aboard the Daily Double out of Point Loma Sport Fishing. It includes all of the tackle rental if you need it, a very cool trip for one person that's calling us on the phones. Or, as we said, the best thing to do, come on down. Come join us here at North County Ford. If you want to step up to the microphone and ask a question, you can just see the cowboy. He's the guy in the cowboy hat, or you can see Tommy P there. Let him know that you'd like to ask a question, we'll write it down, give it to Pete, and everybody who steps up to the microphone is going to be eligible to win a brand new pair of Maui Jim sunglasses. It's the Canoes, a great pair of Maui Jims. It's the gloss black frame with the neutral gray lens, and it's that killer Maui Brilliant glass material. They're such a great pair of sunglasses from Maui Jim. So somebody who steps up to the mic is getting a brand new pair of Maui Jims. In addition to the microphone, in addition to calling in, we're doing the casting contest. As always, Grant and Dave are out there doing a great job with the casting contest. And the winners of the casting contest are going to have an opportunity to win a brand new Shimano rod or a Shimano lure pack and a set of AFTCO gear. In addition to that, a Williamson and Rapala lure package.
Yeah, so we have two packages, basically the same with flat ball jigs and Rapalas
X-Wraps
and Williamson poppers and a whole bunch of stuff, and an AFTCO bait net. So two packages for that, and the rod, of course, the Shimano rod.
A killer. And again, all of that's free. Just come on, step up to the microphone, and you get a shot at one of those Maui Jims.
Did you see how many I filled the bins today.
Yeah.
I overloaded the bins today with all kinds of stuff for Cowboy to give away. We have AFTCO T-shirts, AFTCO hats, Shimano hats. We have lures. We have an AFTCO kite. We have AFTCO belts. We have a bunch of Williamson lures. We have one of Brad's books to give away. We have, we have cups and Let's Talk Hookup angle cooler mugs.
Hundreds of dollars worth of stuff. And probably close to $1,000
worth
of stuff.
Just for showing up and getting a ticket. Wait
a minute. You forgot the most important.
What, Cassman?
The Cast Tours hat. Treasure.
We have a
priceless.
couple of Cast Tours
Absolutely
hats
priceless.
Too. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, Pete, all that just for showing up. You come on up here, you grab a raffle ticket during every one of the breaks. We raffle off stuff throughout the entire show. It's all free. It's all fun. And don't forget, everyone that attends is going to get a ticket for all of those great prizes that we're giving away. Plus, you're going to fill out an entry form to be one of the 8 qualifiers to win one of our double grand prizes, one of which is going to be a trip for one to Cedros kayak fishing, and you're going to get a Hobie Mirage Drive kayak from Fast Lane Kayaks in Mission Bay.
Wow, that's about a $5,000 prize.
How about that?
There.
And again, just for showing up, coming out, hanging out, talking fishing, having some fun with us. Or you're going to get an opportunity at trip number 2, which is a trip for 2 people to Palmas de Cortez in the beautiful Baja East Cape, including 2 days of fishing and including round-trip tickets on Alaska Airlines from San Diego to Los Cabos. We're going to draw one of the qualifiers at the end of the show today, and don't forget, you have to be present to qualify for those great grand prizes if you're going to be the lucky draw winner.
Casting contest or the random prize there at the end of the show today.
You got it. Hey, when we come back, we got a ton of Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. We're going to be taking your phone calls, taking catch sports. Again, if you want to get through, 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090. When we come back, we're going to be taking your phone calls. Lots of great info coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090. Alaska is one of the ultimate fishing destinations in the world. This is Rock Cod Rick, and every year the one trip I look forward to is Kingfisher Charters in Sitka, Alaska. My dad and I have been going for over 15 years, and I just can't wait to go again. No one does it better than Kingfisher Charters. They offer the best service, the most comfortable accommodations, fantastic food, the finest fishing charter captains in all of Sitka, and the ultimate value. Sure, I've been to others, but time and time again, nobody beats Kingfisher Charters. You can catch huge halibut like the ones we do almost every year, and salmon, well, Sitka is famous for some of the best runs in Alaska. We also get plenty of rockfish and huge lingcod. And when it comes to fish processing, the best in Alaska is Kingfisher Charters. And listen to this, it's all included in your package. In fact, everything is included except the tips. It's truly amazing how the Kingfisher crew continues the quality of service they deliver year after year. Come and join me on the Let's Talk Hookup trip in June, or just go when you can. Kingfisher Charters, 800-727-6136, or check kingfishercharters.com.
For East Cape fishing, Jen Wren is known as the best. This is Mark Rayer. Great service, top quality equipment, including all accurate reels, CalStar rods, and Cimarron electronics, has put my immaculately maintained twin-engine cruisers in a class of their own. For memories of a lifetime, just bring your hat and sunglasses, and we'll provide a fishing experience that will exceed your expectations. Our calendar's filling fast, so don't miss out. For packages, 2 live webcams, a weekly fishery report, and more, check out TeamJenWren.com. We pick up at all East Cape resorts resorts, so let's go fishing.
I like rafting. I love whitewater. But I never forget that snowmelt in the river can cause cold water shock. I wear a life jacket always. Anyone with me has got to do the same. Save the ones you love. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
This is Greg Stotesbury from AFCO. For more than 58 years, the American Fishing Tackle Company has been recognized as the premier manufacturer of precision-built offshore fishing tackle. AFCO continues this tradition today with an innovative technical fishing clothing line designed and built by fishermen for fishermen. From our next generation waterproof shorts like Tactical or Stealth to our new anhydrous waterproof jacket and bibs, the entire AFCO clothing line is purpose-built with the latest AFTEC fabrics and features designed to deliver for the demanding angler. To find AFCO products, go to AFCO.com and find a dealer near you.
When bad weather and rough seas send other boats back to the docks, Seakeeper allows you to fish longer and fish harder, even in the roughest conditions. Don't believe us? Just listen to what Southern California's own Captain Pete Grosbeck says. He says, we're very impressed with the whole operation of the Seakeeper. We live bait a lot. We go slow, which puts us in the trough. And now basically there is no trough. Seakeeper's newest offering, the Seakeeper 3, is optimized to eliminate up to 95% of boat roll on boats between 30 and 39 feet. Even better, the gyro is so small it can fit inside a customized leaning post, bringing installation down to a mere 2 days. To learn more about how Seakeeper can change your life on the water and to schedule your free demo, go to Seakeeper.com. Take a ride. Be amazed. Seakeeper.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Again, we're live here at North County Ford in Vista, having a great time. Things are going. Tons of stuff being given away already.
Yeah, big crowd. Cassman here, Richard Castaneda from Cass Tours, and Brad Fight from North County Ford in here in Vista. You want to come on down, you still have plenty of time to win all the prizes, the casting contest, qualify for the big grand prizes that we just discussed. Just come on down the 78 freeway from either north or south, east or west, and get off at Vista Village Drive. It's so easy to find. Look for the big Ford sign. Look for all the Ford cars and trucks just lined up here at North County Ford. Really great place, very friendly, open, plenty of parking here at North County Ford in Vista. And tell you what, Ricky?
Yeah, well, this part of the show is sponsored in part by Fisherman's Processing in San Diego. You'll get the finest fish processing while you wait from your local, your long range, or your private boat trip. They have taken the San Diego processing business to new levels with superior service, superior product, and great innovations like pre-booking your processing orders and their famous tuna burgers. Friend them on Facebook at Fisherman's Processing, or for more details, check out fishermansprocessing.com. And we're going to go on up to Katmai Lodge right now and talk to the man. Jeff's on the line. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, guys. How we doing?
Terrific. Doing fantastic. Anxious to hear what's going on at Katmai.
Well, it's gone crazy again. You know, I keep telling you we got fish everywhere, and we got the chums, we got the silvers now. We just started picking up silver salmon, and I'll tell you what, it's nice to see. When I had one the other day jump about 8 times there, one of my clients had him on, and it's just kind of getting warmed up to the silver season. I got a nice group of people coming in next week, looking forward to it, and it's been good. We just did a few flyouts. Get back to the rainbow trout. We love to talk about them, and the flyouts for the rainbows. They lit up. We went up to Moraine Creek, and we went up to the Funnel Creek, and I went up to the big old group of 8 from kind of your guys' area down there, kind of the L.A. area down by Orange County area. There's a big group of 8 out there. We all spread out along the riverbank. We just had a heck of a good time on the rainbows. It was unreal. You look at these fisheries up here, and I've been up here over 20 years now, and they just keep getting better and better and better, and the lodge just keeps getting better and nicer, and I don't know, it's amazing. I feel like I give you the same report every week.
Oh, that's fantastic. We already, with all the talking that you do, and that we've had that great experience at Katmai just a few weeks ago. I know I talked to Harold Davis on the way in this morning, and he's already sold several spots for the July trip that Rick and he are going to host. And then I know Pete Giacalone from Cussler Yachts will be co-hosting the August trip with us next year. He's already sold several spots on that trip for next year. So if you want to go, this place is a popular spot. How do you find out more information and get involved in Katmai Lodge, one of the greatest places on earth, in my opinion? I guess we're... Jeff?
We might have lost Jeff there.
Yeah.
look at our Facebook page, and, you can always call our reservations with Dr. Charmel at 1-800-330-0326. And, just check us out online, look at all the photos, and you got to sign up. If you haven't ever been up here or been to Alaska, you're really missing out. You're missing out on one of the most beautiful places in the world, and you really, we have groups of couples and families and kids and moms and dads, and and as well as hardcore, grind it out up early in the morning, back late at night fishermen. We can do it all here, so it's an exciting place and it's an exciting time of the year to be here.
Yeah, it sure is. It is one of the greatest places on earth, in my opinion. Hey, Jeff Top, Katmai Lodge, great hearing from you. Look forward to talking to you next Saturday.
Hey, thanks, guys. We'll talk to you next Saturday. You guys have a good week.
All right,
Thanks,
very
Jeff.
good. Hey, celebrity sighting. Cal, Eric, and Nancy Sheets.
Hey,
right, look at that. There's Cal Sheets. Cal's two-speed reels. And did you see that 56 Ford that they pulled up in, the T-Bird?
Just by glance, but I can't wait to go scope it out during the break, that's for sure.
Yeah. And
that's Nancy's ride.
And the other thing, he was in there scoping out the Ford GT. Brad, tell us about that car.
I'll take $500 off right now.
Right now off the Ford GT?
No question.
Right now.
No question.
Right now, done.
I've only seen pictures of those. That's a rare car.
It is handmade.
Yeah.
Which is I think the coolest thing about it is all those cars absolutely handmade, straight here, and it's it's amazing. Just looking at it, it is absolutely incredible. For $285,000, it's yours.
Perfect. Yeah. Sign Ricky up.
$284,500.
There you go.
Yeah, it was 500,
today.
but 500 off today.
Pocket
only.
change,
Very
people.
good.
Come on.
Ed in Mira Mesa. Ed, come on up. Come on up, Ed. Yeah.
What's up, Ed?
Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, I was just on the casting. That Torium reel is a remarkable reel for that cast reel.
The Toriums are awesome.
Man, first time I used it. So.
And for the price, too, that's like the best bang for the buck reel on the market. That thing's under $250. Great casting, great torque. That's an awesome reel.
My question is for Richard. I do a lot of cruising down the coast and I've used you a couple times on coming into port and getting a boat to go out fishing and that. Are you still doing that? Could you do that for me?
Yeah, we quite a few people call us when they're taking a cruise into southern Baja, down in Cabo, Puerto Vallarta, or Mazatlan. Yeah, we've got charters that we can set up for you when you arrive and fish that day, and then get back on the cruise and continue on. But yeah, we still do it.
Okay, like a half a day in that, because I know that the time is limited when you get into port and.
Yeah, whatever fits in your schedule. Like I say, if you get in there and you get in there, say at 6, you get on the boat at 8. You got the cruise ship's going to leave at 4 or 5. You're usually back in a good hour before the cruise ship leaves.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah, it's quite a savings because the cruise ship's going to charge you just about double as to what we can get you for.
Yeah, so. I did that once and it was.
Yeah. And you're going to get somebody that Cass has worked with and knows is going to take you on a good fishing trip.
Yeah. That's a given.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Hey.
All right.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks for coming down to North County Ford. Eddie Means. Come on, Eddie. Double Eddie's here this morning.
What's up, Eddie?
Welcome to beautiful Vista.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming
Your
to Vista.
hometown, right?
Yeah.
I used to live in Vista for 15 years. Yeah, it's a great city. Most perfect climate on earth.
I have a question for Ricky.
Go ahead, Eddie.
So I'd like to do some topwater popper fishing, like for yellowfin tuna.
Right.
So I was thinking about the new Therese 400.
The Tranks, maybe.
The Tranks. That's what I mean. I thought I meant Tranks. Get the Therese.
Sure. Yeah. I think that reel size is perfect for the tuna, the yellowfin tuna that are around right now. My first thought on that new Tranks was that is. Don't get me wrong, plenty of applications, big bait reel, good for calico bass guys, good for live bait guys. In my opinion, I think that's what that reel is the most perfect thing for. that school-size yellowfin tuna that we most commonly catch from 10 to 30 pounds or so. It's still got a variable, adjustable variable brake system on the spool, so it's going to cast lightweight poppers really well. It holds 300 yards of 65-pound line. I mean, it's perfect size for that. So if that was kind of your thought for school-size yellowfin popper rig, I don't think you could make a better call than that Tranx 400.
Yeah, it is. And I was thinking about putting it on my waxwing rod.
Yeah, especially if you had like an 8-foot heavy or an 8-foot medium heavy.
9-foot waxwing
Perfect.
rod. And what's the deal with the drag? The 5.8 ratio has 22 pounds of drag, and the 7.8 has 18 pounds of drag. I don't quite understand that.
Here's the thing that I think maybe sometimes people get too caught up into drag pressure, especially reels like that. Pounds of drag pressure on reels of that size are kind of used as like a selling tool. Oh, look at this thing. It gets 25 pounds of drag. You rarely fish 25 pounds of drag on a 16-day for a yellowfin tuna. You know what I mean? Like
It's got plenty of drag.
Yes, it's like saying that my car goes 200 miles an hour, but I only drive back and forth to work, kind of thing. So, regardless, 17 versus 22 pounds, the reality on a reel of that size, you're using about 8 pounds of drag pressure. You know what I mean? Like you're just so not even coming close to the potential. A lot of times, reels of that size, that's just it's one of the features. It's bigger brakes or bigger.
But
gas
it's something that people that manufacturers thought, well, we can get.
Sure, I mean it's
drag, right?
definitely not a bad thing.
But it's a feature that's not as important as people put it to be.
You got it. The most important thing on reels like that are castability and torque, and those are two things that unfortunately you can't really see out of the box. It's when you're physically using them. It's the ability to cast something that's very lightweight because you're casting a popper that's hollow plastic or light wood. So you need a very, very lightweight spool so it doesn't take much inertia to get the spool up and rolling, and something that stops very easily. And then torque is just power, the physical ease of turning the handle under a load. And that's what you're really getting out of that one, which why I think you're making probably the most right choice for it. I think for a popper reel, that's probably the most ideal size. It's still small and it fits in your hand real good, holds plenty of line.
Very good, Eddie.
I think I'm
Thanks
sold.
for coming.
Yeah, I would do it for sure.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. You gotta get it. In fact, I was talking to a good friend this week about Talicas and Shimano product and stuff like that, and he was using another brand of two-speed reel and just had a lot of issues with it. He went to Talica and he just went crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't know this things could be this good. So
spool weight is probably the single most overlooked thing when you're picking a reel like that, and that spool weighs so much less than a lot of the competitors, and it's so much physically easier to deal with. That's one. You talked about Cal earlier. That's one of the modifications that he has done to multiple reels is physically take weight out of the spool, and the performance that you get out of it is it's exponential.
Yeah, amazing. Brian McCormick is here. Brian, you're here at North County Ford in Vista. Thanks for coming down.
You had to ride all the way down here with the Cassman.
Oh, he did. Look, he's got a Cass Tours shirt on. Huh?
Yeah, I'm here because he needed a chauffeur.
Oh.
Well, my question is pretty basic. It's for the whole panel and you.
Nice.
What's the biggest fish you've ever caught, and what gives you the most hardest fight?
Cassman, come on.
420-pound blue marlin.
Nice. That's a big one.
Yeah, it was caught on about a 15-pound yellowfin, live yellowfin.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Quite a few years ago, but that's the biggest.
Brian, you're a fisherman?
Let me take you back to 1993. I was in kindergarten.
Ready to go back.
I was on a trip. I cast into a pond, and I caught this massive little thing.
Right. Well, we'll have to get you out.
I went, my real first time fishing was in Alaska. Went to Ketchikan. I was on my book tour, and the Coast Guard took me out.
Oh, cool.
At 3 a.m., they said, "We're taking you fishing. We can't believe you've never been fishing. Let's go." And they had the reels on the back of the boat, and I was thinking fishing, but they're all set up, and we're just waiting.
Right.
And I'm sitting there just waiting for something. It's quiet. Nothing's going on. And I liken it to sitting in there in combat. You know the enemy's out there. You know they're going to shoot at you.
Yeah.
And you're just waiting for it. And then all of a sudden this boom, it hits, and I jump up and I grab it. Grab it. I grab it. I start reeling. I'm a pretty tough guy. I can take a bomb. Whatever. I can take it. This, I think it was a 21 pound
nice.
king salmon, beat the hell out of me.
That's cool, Brad.
And I was exhausted, and I look out, and it finally jumped, and I look at the guys and say, it's still so far away. How long does it take to get this thing in? They're like, just work it, man.
Just keep going. That's cool, Brad.
What about you, Ricky?
I don't, we let go the bigger marlin that we've ever caught, but, at least the one that sticks out as a big one is a couple of years ago when we had that really hot El Nino. Back before we had the Parker, we were fishing on my boat partner's little 19-foot Triumph, and we released a blue locally that was over 400 or so, and maybe have caught some that are approaching that size, but never as memorable out of a 19-foot boat with
9
a buddy
miles
of mine.
from San Diego.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the single biggest, but it was up there and definitely the most memorable one.
Yeah. Estimated 500-pound blue on a long-range trip on the, I believe it was a Royal Star.
Which is saying something, too, because catching a marlin of that size anywhere is a major feat. Catching it from a boat that doesn't go in reverse as fast as you can in a chair is a whole other story.
You said 500 pounds?
That's a major feat on a boat like that.
Yeah, but that was
estimated.
We let him go, though.
That was estimated, Pete.
Yeah, estimated. Exactly. Yours was Wade.
Mine was Wade.
Yeah, it was official. Hey, thanks for coming down.
Cool,
thanks for bringing the Cassman down here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Brian.
Steve came all the way down from L.A. Good morning, Steve. Thanks for joining us here at North County Ford. Look at that shirt he's got on. That's a classic.
Yeah.
Fishing the Pacific.
It's on eBay this week, $500.
Yeah, that's a classic. I don't think I have any more of those.
See? Told you. It's for sale.
Yeah.
Some friends of mine were telling me about a destination recreation area. It's on the northern part of the Mexican coast on the Gulf side. It's called Punta
Puerto Penasco.
Puerto Penasco. And
right?
Do you know anything about that? Whether or not it's a fishing destination or anything?
Yeah, it's been around for years. It's almost directly across from San Felipe, if you know where San Felipe is. You just go straight across the Gulf and you come into Rocky Point, Puerto Penasco. But it's a great fishing destination. They get
drive right to it.
Yeah, you can drive. Yeah, come around from the Arizona side, right down in there. I think from Phoenix, it's about 2 or 3 hour drive from Phoenix.
Yeah.
And but it's they'll get the same fish out of San Felipe. You get into the white sea bass, of course the illegal tutuava, but
Corvina.
Corvina, grouper. I don't think they get tuna up that far.
Yeah, it's a little far.
Yeah, it's a little far from them, but
so similar, kind of straight across from San Felipe.
Straight across, yeah.
And how do you arrange boats to there, or are the guys just on the dock there? Or
we don't do anything north of Loretto. So all our trips start at Loretto, go south. But you've got Pongas over there, from what I understand. They've got some charter boats there you can go out of too. It's built up, from what I understand. I've never been there, but I've seen pictures in the old days what it looked like, and it looks like now it's just a big resort city now.
Yes.
Big destination for people from Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
It's very close.
It's close.
Throughout Baja, too. They run over there.
Yeah.
In the northern part of Baja.
Yeah, very good. Steve, thanks for coming all the way down from L.A. to join us here at North County Ford Vista.
When we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way, including more of your phone calls. We got catch reports coming up, all kinds of great info. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
This is Pete Gray to tell you about one of my favorite places to fish in the world. It's Whalers Cove Lodge in Angoon, Alaska. For several years now, we've been hosting groups at Whalers Cove, and this is certainly one trip I do not miss. Each year, the Powers family makes great improvements to the lodge that make this great lodge even better. New rooms, new boats, new fish processing facilities, new outdoor kitchen. The list goes on and on. As for fishing, the calm waters around Whalers Cove are 100 miles from any large town, so you will enjoy wilderness adventure without the crowds. Whalers Cove Lodge has some of the best salt and freshwater fishing in Alaska, and there's no need for a bumpy boat ride for hours. You can find productive fishing for salmon, halibut, and rockfish just 10 minutes from the lodge. Here's the deal. The word is out on Whalers Cove, so you want to go? Book soon. WhalersCoveLodge.com or call 800-423-3123. WhalersCoveLodge.com for the Alaska fishing experience of a lifetime.
When it comes to fishing rods for saltwater, there's just one name you need to know: CalStar. Take, for example, the Graphiter series. It's a true graphite and fiberglass composite rod, the finest it's ever been built. And for anglers seeking traditional performance, durability, and quality at an affordable price, the CalStar West Coast series of rods and blanks are the ones for you. They're master craftsmen bring decades of rod building experience to every rod they make. So if you want your fishing rods to be truly state-of-the-art, I always recommend CalStar at fine tackle stores everywhere.
What a tuna and yellowtail season last year. Many say the best in 30 years. Could this season be even better? Don't be caught without the right gear. Now is the time to stock up on the trolling lure that proved to be the best. X-Rap Magnum by Rapala. Every X-Rap Magnum runs perfect right out of the box. They all have extreme action and a controlled deep diving aggressive swimming motion. The large diving lip partners with premium VMC hooks and an irresistible rattle. The X-Rap Magnum by Rapala can be trolled at high speeds without rolling or kicking out at depths to 15 feet. Bottom line, the X-Rap Magnum is the ultimate trolling lure for Southern California and Baja saltwater fishing. With a textured translucent body, internal holographic foil, and 3D holographic eye, X-Rap Magnums are irresistible to saltwater game fish. Available in a variety of colors and sizes. No matter what you choose, the fish can't resist X-Rap Magnum by Rapala. Ask your local tackle dealer which is the hottest color and size and start catching more fish. See the entire line at Rapala.com.
It's time for our Power Pro 30-second seminar, and I tell you what, with Power Pro, what I like about it is the knot strength. You tie a knot with Power Pro, whether it be a John Collins knot, an Albright knot, back-to-back uni, they hold and work with Power Pro.
Yeah, the line is just not stiff. It's the perfect amount of round. It has good abrasion resistance, and it's just easier for connections than other types of line out there.
Indeed. Power Pro at your favorite tackle store or check out PowerPro.com.
XEPRS 1090 AM Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader. The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Again, we're live here at North County Ford, having a great time, giving tons of great stuff away. Casting contest in full swing.
Yeah.
It is all good here this morning.
Great crowd here this morning. Easy to find. You want to join us. Still plenty of time, plenty of things to give away, plenty of time to win those grand prize. Qualify, be one of the last to qualify. We have this event and then one more in September, and that's it. So this is the second last opportunity to qualify for those big grand prizes. The trip to Cedros kayak fishing, which is, by the way, is sold out for the year.
Get out of here.
Yeah, absolutely. And also that Hobie Mirage Drive kayak from Fastlane Kayaks, and the trip for two to Palmas de Cortez in Baja includes fishing, two days of fishing, and the round-trip ticket on Alaska Airlines out of San Diego to Los Cabos.
Oh, sweet.
Best service around, the Alaska Airlines flight. Everybody's loving that early flight that they have now at 7 a.m. out of San Diego. You beat all the people, and then you could go for 2 days. You could leave at 7 a.m., right, Cassman, out of San Diego, and then take the 6 p.m. flight back. You go down, get 2 full days of fishing, and be right back.
Easy.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Sweet. Yeah. You've been booking that flight?
Not yet, but I'm gonna start looking at that. I didn't even know that flight was that early.
7 a.m. And the advantage of that is Los Cabos has become such a popular airport that if you get there in the afternoon, you could wait an hour in the immigration line.
No doubt about that. With all the people going in there and immigration and customs, you could.
Yeah, you kind of beat the traffic there. Hey, I want to say happy birthday to Arnie. Arnie is our official photographer here at our events here at the Ford dealers. Happy birthday, Arnie. And I also want to say thanks to our buddy Adam in the Mighty 1090 Studios, who's also our archive genius. Those of you that were wondering where the archives from last weekend were, well, Adam took a well-deserved vacation for a few days, and he's back, and they're up. So if you want to hear last weekend's archives, they're up on our website, hookup1090.com. Just go to the archives page, and you can download them, or if you subscribe on iTunes, it'll be automatically already downloaded. But thanks for getting those back up, Adam. We sure appreciate that very much.
Adam's the man.
Yeah, he is the man. Dave Dolan is watching the casting contest, helping Grant. Casting contest looks like it's going in full swing. Dave just returned yesterday from Cedros Sport Fishing, Cedros Adventures, Cedros Sport Fishing, and how was the trip?
We had a really good trip. We got back yesterday morning, and I want to emphasize we got back yesterday morning because, yes, Cedros Sport Fishing, now they have their own private charter airplane up and running, and it makes it such an easy, smooth operation to get down there using the transborder crossing there in Otay Mesa.
Sex.
Really, it's almost just like a commuter flight from San Diego now. We took off from Cedros yesterday morning. We lifted off at 7:30. We were on the U.S. side of the border before 10:30.
Unbelievable.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, there's no more van drives waiting at the border or anything. So
wow.
Really smooth operation.
Yeah, that's sweet. And it's a charter flight, so you know when the flight's going to leave. And
yes.
Yeah, depending on weather, of course.
Right. So, yeah, you got porters to transfer your luggage, the bus to pick you up.
Sweet.
It's going good now.
Really
awesome.
smooth, yeah.
So, we had a really good group of people down there. Fishing was very good quality yellowtail fishing. It wasn't quite on fire like it had been, but still we had to leave some of our fish behind because we would have been overloaded. So that's a nice problem to have.
Plenty to bring home.
Yes. Yeah, everybody was happy with it. It's a place for quality fishing. You're not going to be catching firecracker yellowtail down there. Everything was a good 18 to 30-plus pound range.
Wow.
How cool.
So
nice.
And I can't say enough about the operation down there. You know, the fishing lodge, it's small. It's only 12 guests will come in there. It's not a place where people are going to be coming in, going out every day. The group you go there with, that's who you're going to be with. The lodge is very clean, run really well. Our friend Rosie's running the operation now, and she made the trip with us. And I don't know when that lady ever stops moving.
She is amazing.
Yeah, such attention to detail, make sure that everything's running really smooth. So, all in all, really good trip. Now, we know that sport fishing boats can no longer go into Cedros, so this is your option to fish Cedros right now. And once the word gets out on these trips, they're going to fill up fast since they only take the 12 people. So I'd highly recommend, Let's Talk Hookup has got charters there next year. I'd say get on it.
Yeah, it's a popular deal, and now they have such an advantage having their own charter flight in there over any other operation down there.
Right. I guess the way it was before, by the time you flew in Ensenada, you took a van back to the border, got caught up in border crowds. Cedros to home could have been a 10 to 12-hour trip, and now that's no more with this operation in Cedros now.
Well, great. And you took our group of you guided our group of Let's Talk Hookup listeners down there. Thanks, Dave, for doing that. And thanks to Cedros Sport Fishing and Rosie for all the great hospitality.
It's a great place to go. I'd highly recommend it.
Fantastic. Thanks, Dave, for the report. Get back to the casting contest. Grant needs the help there. We'll have to get a report from him because Grant, we'll have to pull him up here eventually. He had a phenomenal private boat trip this week.
You're not kidding, man. That's awesome.
Fishing is on fire right now. So let's go ahead and jump into those phones.
You got actually, before we do that, let's go to our eye in the sky. Tom Green is on the line right now. Our sack spotter pilot is on the line. What's up, Tom?
Oh, how's it going, Rick? How's it going, Pete? We're seeing
Tom.
a lot of goddamn fish out there, a lot of yellowfin up by Catalina Island, and actually the stuff's starting to pile up on some of the kelps, too. I've seen quite a bit of Dorado on the kelps.
Yeah, that's unreal. I was coming back from Catalina on the boat on Wednesday and found a bunch of Dorado on the kelps. Didn't want to bite, but they were abundant, shall we say.
Yeah, well, I was down south the other day, and I put a couple boats on the kelps, and one got his limit of yellowtail, and they did really good on the Dorado down there. So
it's so cool, Tom.
It looks like the fish are going to start biting pretty good for you guys.
Well, that's fantastic. And you're seeing quite an abundance, much more than previous weeks, right?
Oh, yeah, no, it's finally starting to pile up, which is good, on the kelps. We're starting to see some on the kelps. And, yeah, no, the action is looking better all the time. Still seeing the big bluefin on both sides of Clemente Island. The banks are starting to hold some fish on the outside, seeing some good schools of yellowtail. It just all is starting to look like a summer's supposed to look like.
Wow. That's so cool. And I know that Ken Franke was telling us earlier in the week that, the advantage of having Tom is that there's been a lot of boats that were traveling, a lot of coverage kind of on the inner water, so they would send the plane to the outer water so they could get a full check on everything that was going on in the areas that they weren't. The boats are able to cover this zone, so, Tom will fly the plane over in that zone, make sure you're not missing anything. Keep them in good water,
sometimes, Rick, it's just as important to know where the fish aren't as where they are. So you don't waste a lot of time going out looking in the desert.
Yeah, that's awesome, sure. Tom. We're so stoked to have you.
Yeah, well, thanks, Tom. Tom Green, our eye in the sky, the sack spotter plane. Appreciate the report this morning.
You're sure welcome, Pete, and you guys go out and go catch some fish. Have some fun.
All right,
buddy.
Thanks a lot for that. Hey, before we go on to our next caller or a listener here. Brad, I have a question for Brad. North County Ford. There's some pretty sweet deals that Ford's offering right now on rebates, incentives,
Absolutely,
as well as financing deals, right?
Yeah, approved credit. You have the option 0%, up to 72 months right now. That's going on stuff like F-150s, even on Mustangs, which is rare. A lot of times it's very difficult to get a 0% loan on something like a Mustang, a sports car. The Edge, the Explorer, Escape, I mean, you name it, you are able to cash in on that 0%. There's also, like, on some of these trucks right here, there's, I think on that white lifted one with those sweet wheels on it, I think there's like almost $4,000 worth of rebates.
Wow.
So immediately just, boom, take that right off.
Right off the top.
And I mean, it's, the summer sales event's pretty big.
Yeah.
And they're offering some pretty rad deals on these.
Yeah, and that's for anybody, whether it be military personnel or just anybody. Yeah.
Absolutely anybody.
So what about military personnel? I know that's kind of your specialty with the MAR program.
The MAP program, the MAP program. For military specifically, we have specific price points that we just start them at. Right off the bat, a lot of times, you have your MSRP. We start them out at a certain number, and then they get the rebates, and then they get additional rebates for being military, and then we go to bat for them in terms of the banks, making sure they're getting the best rates possible. A lot of times deployments can really hinder your credit, and a lot of guys don't know that. When they come home, they leave with a 740 score, and they come back, and whatever happened, and they're at a 600 now.
Yeah.
And so I have the ability to kind of go in and work with the banks on their behalf, advocate for them,
let them know what happened,
and get this back on track.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
So when it comes to the military, you just have a little more pull going towards you. But what I love about this place is that it's not just the military. I mean, we want to make sure we are treating every single person that walks inside these doors exactly how we want to be treated.
Yeah.
I want to make sure every person that walks in here gets the experience that I didn't get my first time.
Yeah.
And they're treated like family. They're treated respectfully. They're treated exactly how I treated.
Yeah, for sure. And, of course, the best product on the market for it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Especially when it comes to towing. I mean, you wanna talk about towing boats.
Yeah.
I mean, man, you can tow.
Nobody compares.
You can tow a house with one of these trucks
yeah.
and make it feel like nothing's behind you.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right.
All right, hey, when we come back, we got another full hour Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. We're going to check in with the catch report, find out what's biting up and down the beach, and a whole lot more of your phone calls. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
Fisherman's Landing is the top choice in local and long-range fishing. Hi, this is Doug Kern. Our hardworking crew is always looking for ways to improve your fishing experience. We offer the finest open party trips from 1 to 3 days, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet is second to none. We are proud to say Fisherman's Landing is now a full-service sport fishing operation, offering half-day trips on the Dolphin, and now, for the first time in the long history of Fisherman's Landing, we have 3/4-day open party trips on the Liberty. We built the Liberty specifically to offer a better experience. Run by veteran captain Taro Takeuchi, the 85-foot Liberty is the first open party 3/4-day boat to offer bunks for your comfort. She also has huge bait capacity and RSW fish holds to keep your catch fresh. Plus, Liberty has a big galley and 2 interior heads with showers. Our open party trips from half-day, 3/4-day, or 1 to 3 day trips can be easily booked online at fishermanslanding.com or give us a call at 619-221-8500. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
For local and long-range fishing, the Islander out of Fisherman's Landing is a favorite among seasoned or novice anglers. But Islander Charters is much more than great fishing. They also do incredible Guadalupe white shark diving trips as well as a schedule of kayak mothership trips. You need to check out the Islander on their website, islander-charters.com. The Islander is San Diego's leader when it comes to 2 to 5 day fishing. Watch the website for trips and adventures available. Experience the Islander difference. Visit Islander-Charters.com for all the details.
For decades, the Kona Kai has been considered San Diego's premier marina resort and spa. Now, with millions of dollars in upgrades, the Kona Kai Resort is a destination for travelers worldwide who can live it every day. The docks and services are the finest quality in San Diego, and the Kona Kai is the closest marina to the open ocean. As a marina tenant, you enjoy many benefits, including secured free parking, a deluxe health club, swimming pool, and more. Enjoy discounts at the restaurant, bar, and hotel. If you don't have a boat, there are memberships available at a very affordable price. The Kona Kai Club has been offering members a home away from home since 1953. Members can spend their days on Kona Kai's private beach, meet new people in the club's modern lounge, share a meal with family at Vessel Restaurant and Bar, or pamper themselves in Spa Terra. Check out ResortKonakai.com on the web for more information, to reserve a slip, or inquire about joining the club. The Kona Resort, like being on vacation every day in your own backyard.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader.
The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
Pete here. I was fortunate enough to use the new Simrad NSS Evo 2 touchscreen chart plotter and sonar unit on my boat this summer and fall. And let me say, it's truly incredible. With an easy-to-use tablet-style interface that's fresh but familiar, the new Simrad NSS Evo 2 combines a multi-touch screen with push-to-select rotary dial for precision control and speedy response. As for marking schools of tuna, yellowtail, and more, it's the best. You run over a school, and there they are in full color and high definition. The new NSS Evo 2 built-in sonar technology, including chirp and structure scan, can't be beat. I recently added the Simrad AP24 autopilot to my system. I've had other autopilots before, but I can tell you this one is simple, sensitive, and accurate. It integrates with my Simrad NSS Evo 2. I set a waypoint, touch the screen, and the boat steers to that spot. There's a lot more to the new Simrad NSS Evo 2 system and AP24 autopilot I'd like to tell you, but best just go to your local Simrad dealer or see simrad-yachting.com for more details.
Many years ago, Baja pioneer Bob Van Wormer found the area he called the Great Fish Trap in the East Cape of southern Baja and built what is now regarded as the premier East Cape resorts of Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Today, following in their father's footsteps, Bob's sons, Bobby, Chucky, and Eddie, have taken Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol to new levels. With the largest sport fishing fleet in Mexico, a luxurious spa, and top-of-the-line resort amenities, Van Wormer Resorts have become a destination for travelers worldwide. But for us, Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol are just a short 2-hour flight away. No other tropical fishing destination offers the experience and value that you'll find at Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Now you can plan your Baja fishing vacation quick and easy by visiting VanWormerResorts.com. And when you're ready to book, it's quick and easy. Or simply call 877-777-TUNA for more information. Van Wormer Resorts, the East Cape's finest.
The bluefin are abundant this year, but getting them to bite is another story. But if you're willing to chase them, there's an opportunity to land the catch of a lifetime. Now, getting the deal of a lifetime on a new Ford is much less effort because the gigantic summer sales event is going on now at your San Diego County Ford dealer. Choose from a great selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs and save big on interest charges with 0 APR long-term financing. On top of that, your Ford dealer will give you an additional bonus for your qualified trade. This special offer is available to anyone who gets approved through Ford Motor Credit. You'll also find great deals on new Ford Super Duty, Motor Trend Magazine's 2017 Truck of the Year. So why chase deals all over town when you can land the deal of a lifetime on the new Ford, car, truck, or SUV you've always wanted during the Ford Summer Sales Event? Stop by any San Diego County Ford dealer today. They'll be glad to hook you up. Learn more at buyfordnow.com.